your boy Dasne, the best young football analyst. So if you're new to this page, please do subscribe and hit the like button. And guess who's back? Guess who's back? I'm sure you guys already know, as I already introduced myself. It's your boy, or should I say, it's your da. Or as you guys know, I was gone to become the person I am now. I am now a Xhosa man, as you guys can see from the shirt. That's why I'm wearing my shirt, I respect my culture, I was not gonna wear a hat. No, I was not gonna wear a hat. As you guys can see, the background is still the same, nothing has changed. Still my soccer boots and my few football t-shirts. It's just the camera angle that has changed now, yeah. So, yesterday we had a game. Orlando Pirates playing at home at the Orlando Stadium versus SuperSport United. What a thrilling game, a good game it was. That's the video it's gonna be about today. It's Orlando Pirates versus SuperSport United. These teams have played. Each and every time when these teams meet, it's always a competitive battle. It's never a boring game. Like yesterday night, it was not a boring game. It was a very entertaining game, a very interesting game, because both teams went pound to pound. It was a 50-50 battle, although the ball position, Pirates took most of it. Pirates took for about 63% ball position, whereas SuperSport took about 37% ball position. You ask yourself why? Because at the beginning of the game, Pirates were trying to build from the back, right? Yeah. But every time Pirates tries to build from the back, SuperSport comes running. They press Pirates. They don't want to give Pirates a chance to build the ball, to play that type of ball play. We know Pirates went to Spain, which means they want to learn that Spanish football, that Spaniard football. But now, what SuperSport does, Coach Gavin knows that, okay, Pirates will want to build from the back. They'll want to maintain ball position, mostly at the back. What must I do? I put Hropla, I put Zukamanje, I put Vincent Pule. I've got Zukamanje and Pule who are much faster on the front. I've got Grand Machaman who play around behind this front three. I've got Pochenpole and Aya, including Aya, they will move. Whereas Pochenpole, his job will try to protect the defense. So what did Kevin say to the players? Every time when these two center-backs, because Sesane and Da are the ones that build the ball, they are the ones that usually build the ball, because mostly the wing backs of Pirates, which was Munyane and Hoto, would like to overlap. So now, what does it say? Press those two center-backs. And when they press them, they make mistakes. As you guys can see in the video below, Sesane has the ball, and Sesane now, it's like SuperSport knew what type of pass that the center-backs of Pirates want to make. He makes a pass, gets intercepted by Vincent Pule. Vincent Pule takes the ball, passes it to Hropla, but the ball went over the post, as you guys just saw in the video below. That shows that SuperSport were willing to press Pirates up until Pirates will make mistakes. They wanted Pirates to make minor mistakes. Now, I want to go with the approach of Pirates. Pirates came into this game with a 4-1-2-3. A 4-1-2-3. Why do I say 4? Although that 4-1-2-3 changed within the game. Why? Pirates came to this game in the midfield with Makaula, Maswanganyi, and Mbata. Now, Makaula is the one who will sit. Mbata and Maswanganyi will be the one to play in front of Mbata, of Makaula. But why didn't it happen so? All the people who are watching this game will see that Makaula was not in his best form. There's no one to collect the ball from the back. We want to build from the back, but who will collect the ball for Pirates and move the ball? Now, Mbata had to drop. Now, if you noticed in this game, when Mbata dropped, Makaula went forward, especially second half. So did the coach Jose realize that, as I saw that within the game when I was watching it. Now, Mbata dropped and plays a 6. Now it's Makaula now moving in the half of SuperSport, trying to press the ball, trying to get the ball. Now, Mbata's window, when he collects the ball, he would turn and go forward. That's what I like about Mbata. He won't make those back passes. He turns, even there's a player behind him, he would just turn, That's how risky Mbata is, But Pirates were too clumsy. They were too clumsy. But after 10 minutes, they were able to get their groove back. They were able to get their groove back. And as for Mopi, I don't like how Mopi scared of Mufukeng. I don't like how he's scared of Mufukeng, because Mufukeng was playing on the left wing, right? Mopi was right back. As we saw the debut for SuperSport, the debutants, it was Mopi, it was Sanoka. I'm not sure about Rapu, but I think he was part of the debuts. Pochen Paul, Aya, and Vincent Pule. So it's around 6 debutants for SuperSport. So that shows that, and within those debutants, SuperSport it's a more of a team that likes to use subs. I mean, youngsters. They like to use youngsters. But in this game, you look at the experienced players: Gus, Mopi, Tyson, Sanoka, Pokan Paul, who has been playing around, might be young, but he has been playing around the PSL. He's coming from Chippa United. Grand Mahaman. Aya, I will include Aya, although he's young, he's coming from overseas. Surely, he's got some of experience. He's been playing, and he's not a bench warmer. You know, he was playing overseas, getting those game time. Maybe he decided to come back to South Africa. Vincent Pule, the whole front three. So there was only one youngster I would say is inexperienced, which was Rapu. You know, the other youngsters are kind of experienced, which was Aya, and Pokempo. So the approach of SuperSport was very clear: press Sundown, press Pirates, press them, and that was the approach of SuperSport. Not to play more on counter attack. Now, what was going to happen? Mopi, you didn't see Mopi going that much wide, as I've said, because I feel like he was given an instruction to guard Mufukeng. And all those who will realize that after Mufukeng had a talk with Jose Rivero, remember those 2 chances that came, that Goss took it away on the center line. He took it on the line of the pole. He took when those 2 fantastic saves made by Goss and the shots came from Mufukeng. That was after Mufukeng had a chat with Jose Rivero within the match. And I saw them. And I was like, after that chat, Mufukeng started to be very dangerous in the game. Which is Jose Rivero saw that, okay, Mufukeng is not doing well here in this game. Mopi shut down Mufukeng. Now Mufukeng went to the right-hand side. You know, which that was very good tactical from Jose Rivero. But I want to first get into the goal of Vincent Pule. Nothing much to talk about to the first goal of Pirates Honda. Nothing much to talk about. Good decisive touches from Saleng to take out to outrun the defender and put in across. And the best center back in South Africa, the man that deserves to play for Nigeria. Nigeria have got only 3 points in the World Cup qualifiers. If you guys want, they've got Ime Okon. Is it? I'm not sure. No, it's that captain of Nigeria though, and Basay and all these center backs. But I will say, let me give you advice, Nigeria, take Nda, give him a chance. The Nigerian Football Federation, whatever, give him a chance. Give the player a chance. He's the best center back in South Africa. He's probably the 3rd best center back in Africa. Just give the boy a chance. With game time at Pirates, no injuries, surely he is the best center back in Africa. Obviously, the best defender in South Africa is Mutau, no debate. So yeah, the Vincent Pule's goal. It's what I don't like about Pirates that makes me scared. It's how they start the game. I don't like how they start the game. They usually start the game so clumsy. Every time so clumsy. That's why sometimes they concede these types of goals. You know? Yeah. You saw a distribution going to Hropla, as you guys can see the video below. A distribution went to Hropla. And Monyane, I don't know how Hropla tricked Monyane, but somehow he tricked Monyane because you would see Monyane going centrally, so you don't know what's happening. But instead, Hropla didn't just, usually, obviously as a striker, you respect the striker maybe to try and hold the ball up and try to shoot. Maybe that's why Monyane was going away from Hropla. But instead, Hropla just make if you guys can see, that's not just a header assist. The way he heads that ball, that shows the quality that Hropla possesses. Hropla is a mobile striker. At his age, he's still a mobile striker. At his age. That is why when he went wide, Pule came in as the false 9. And Pule was there, and he scored his first goal for SuperSport against his former team. And there's this thing that was said by an analyst. Though I don't know her name, but she is a Bafana goalkeeper legend from ACPC Sport. She said the last time we saw the best out of Pule was at Pittsburgh Fifth. In football we debate, right? In football we debate. I don't want to say that's a lie because it's her opinion and her preview, because it's what she feels. But what I'm gonna say is the best we saw out of Pule was at Orlando Pirates. If you guys remember the PSL, Pule Saleng Lodge, you know, Mashonisa, Lalevuka, Temiko Lodge, SMS Shake My Soul. Don't you guys remember that? When we had the Black Stripes, the Stripes kit under Mito, Pule was so fantastic in that season. So you cannot tell me at Vets. Yes, Pule was good at Vets, but he was fantastic at Pirates. It's just that when Shonga left, now Lodge got injuries, now Pule, his performance downgraded. But again, if you guys remember when we were, you know, the mask, right? The COVID mask, those blue light masks. If you guys remember that kit of ours, if you remember the beginning of the season, Pule and Hoto, how on fire they were, how good they were in that season. And also if you remember that kit, the orange one, Pule, Lodge, Hoto, when we lost 1-0 to Sundowns, I remember very well. I'm not sure. I think it was Shalila who scored, and I remember there's this player who was Mundele. Let me not talk about the past. I know a lot about the past for Pirates. That's what I call a real Pirates fan. But I'm a fair analyst. At least I'm a fair analyst. Then we go to a possible penalty. Pirates. Patrick Masongani. As you guys can see in the video, Patrick Masongani gets the ball. As when he gets the ball, he wants to pass through Sanoka. Sanoka make a mistake. That's why Masongani got that ball. But that's not a penalty. I don't wanna make too much conversation about it. That's not a penalty. Masongani fell down. Either he fell down for two reasons. Either he fell down because he lost balance, or either he fell down because the ball had already outrun him. So that he decided to foul himself. Otherwise, he should have gotten a yellow card. It's been a long time since I've analyzed. I don't even know what do they call that theory. You know, I don't even know what they call that theory. But he should have gotten a yellow card. Even his reaction, the way he reacted, very unprofessional, because you know that you were not fouled. As for Monyane, the ball hit him twice on the hand, which means SuperSport were denied 2 penalties. SuperSport were denied 2 penalties within the game. They were denied 2 penalties, SuperSport, and there's nothing we can do about that. We were promised VAR, and VAR is not here. So what are we supposed to do about that? But I'll say this again. Pirates were the better team. The moment they got a groove. And what I liked about Patrick Masongani in this game, and I saw an article that said Mfuno Velekas must learn from Patrick Masongani, which is true. Mfuno Velekas will do this stuff, this Kasi Flava. But what impact are you gonna make with that Kasi Flava? What Patrick Masongani does, the first one, when we made those touches, that Mufukeng missed. Mufukeng, you don't on top of the pole. Mufukeng. When Patrick Masongani was doing his Kasi Flava stuff. Now when Patrick Masongani does those Kasi Flava skills, what SuperSport does, they watch like spectate, like the fans, they watch Patrick Masongani, and Patrick Masongani will just catch them out of nowhere and just move the ball, 1-2 touches, and get in the box, you know. And he also did that when he was just playing with the ball, and I think the score was around still 1-1. The score was around 1-1, and he played with the ball, and out of nowhere he just moved. Now Mfuno Velekas needs to learn that. Mfuno Velekas, he will get the ball and he will just climbing over the ball and doing this stuff, you know. Try to make an impact out of that, you know. But if you realize Masongani was doing this stuff when Pirates was not losing, you know, because Pirates was never were never a goal down. But you would see Patrick Masongani actually does this stuff when Pirates is winning or Pirates is in a level, the matters are leveled. He won't do this in a crucial moment where Pirates need to move because they're chasing the game. That's what Mpuno needs to learn, because against Young Africans, Chiefs was losing 1-0. But he did all these Kasi Flava skills. Yes, so that article is right. But Mpuno needs to learn from Patrick Masongani. But it's not about Mpuno, it's not about Chiefs. It's about Pirates. It's about Pirates when they got the goal. It's about Pirates when Saleng, Kutus is back. Saleng is back. Even Happy Chala said it. That Monapula Saleng is back. Saleng is back. And this is not temporary. You know, yeah, and I expected Pirates to play this lineup. You know, when I was predicting my lineup, I said myself, Pirates will put in Shane Lebito. But then, 2 hours before the game, I heard that Lebito won't be playing. I immediately knew that Monyane will play there. But before I talk about Saleng's goal, Monyane knows to do what we call introspection. The best advice I would give to Monyane is that look at Lebito. Maybe ask an advisor, how can I do better crosses? How can I position my body to get a better cross? Because sometimes you need to position your body to get a better cross. You know, if this is the ball and you're in the position like this, you know, this is the line. This is the line. If you're close to the line, you won't get a good cross. If you're a little bit further away from the line and you put the ball forward and cross, those are two different crosses, which means your body was in a good position to get a nice cross. And Lebito is always, his crosses are always perfected because of what I'm saying. He's able to get his body straight. He's able to put himself in a good position to cross. And he knows how to run with the ball. Because you would see Monyane, when he carries the ball, he pushes so hard that the ball goes a little bit further away from him, and the ball is able to be taken away from him. So those are the kind of things he needs to fix himself, Monyane. Him getting subbed out in this game was a good decision made by the Jose Rivero. Defensively, I would give him a round of applause because he was trying to compete with Pule. That battle between them, that duo battle between Pule and Monyane, those who didn't see it were not watching the game because it was kind of interesting, kind of interesting. But Monyane needs to work on his cross. He needs to work on he's got a good technique. He can actually his body. He needs to work on his body language when he's gonna cross the ball. He needs to work on how when he carries the ball. He needs to work on those things. How to carry the ball and how to body myself well when I'm gonna cross the ball. He needs to work on those two things. So Saleng's goal. Wow. And Ricardo Goss has all the right to be frustrated on it was Macio. Macio is standing there, as you guys can see on the video below. Macio is standing here. This is Patrick Masonganye. Dlamini moves. What do you think as a player? So that talks about the subs that were made by Gavin. So poor. Gavin made before extra time. Gavin made countless subs. He made all 5 subs before extra time. Obviously, you can see the game is going over extra time. You've lost Robla already due to an injury, which was it was not something Monyane didn't do it on purpose. He didn't do it on purpose. That's why he was not given a card, because Robla was pressing too hard. He couldn't stop himself, and he ended up colliding with the leg of Monyane. You cannot do anything about that. That's not a yellow card. And although he was already under yellow card, Monyane, but that's not a yellow card. And I hope Robla recovers and will be available against Sundowns in the opening fixture. The opening fixture for SuperSport will be against Sundowns for the Betway Premiership League. So, as I was saying, as a player, Marcel should have thought that he should have moved back and tried to track Dlamini. Now Masonganye puts the ball for Dlamini. Now he tracks back. So poor decision made by Marcel. I know you're standing there as the body to try and block that ball. But I feel like Marcel should have, when Dlamini was moving, should have moved back. When Dlamini started running, should have run with Dlamini. Because he started running when the ball had went to Dlamini. So he was not going to catch Dlamini. A good pass from Dlamini to get Saleng. And nothing Goss could have done about that. And the subs that were made by Jose Rivera to take out Mabasa and put in Mahopa, to take out Macau and put in Dlamini, to take out Monyane and put in Smisi. But let's leave the Smisi one. I want to talk about these 2 subs. Dlamini and Mahopa. Impactful players. Dlamini came in and made and gave an assist. Mahopa came in and scored a goal. But I won't add much on Mahopa's goal because Mabasa was struggling. He was under a yellow card. Mabasa was frustrated that they shut him down. Because the 2 center backs, because the defensive structure of SuperSport. Wow! The defensive structure of SuperSport. When Pirates wins the ball and they want to build from the back, you will see maybe 2 players on the center line. So maybe we will try to press Pirates, which was more likely to be pulling Kropla. But then you will see maybe 4 players at the back sitting. 4 players. The way they structure their players within their half, it's hard to break that defense. It's hard to break it. It's gonna be hard to break it. It's gonna be hard. So it needed those 1-2 touches from Paris. Those 1-2 touches when Peter Masogani has just a demon has arisen from him. Those 1-2 touches he makes, they kill the Supersport defense. They break through the Supersport defense. So, but as I was saying, Marcel should have done better. That cross could have been prevented. But it's part of football. It's football. And as I was saying, when Makaula came out, Mbata dropped as a 6. Now Paris is playing Mbata as a 6 and a double 10, which will be Dlamini and Maswangani. Yeah. So technically it was a good game. It was a good game overall. A very thrilling game. Supersport made a mistake by taking out the experienced players and putting youngsters. Because they took out Pochenpol, they took out I don't think it was a good idea to take out Pochenpol and Tsukamanja. I didn't think it was a good idea. He put in Moralo, Masio, Mahlangu, Baloy. All these subs he made in one time. Those subs were very they were not needed to be made. It was very unnecessary subs, and it cost him the game. And he needs to fix his shot, his anger. I know here he's got all the right to be frustrated because those were penalties. That ball hit the hand of Munyani. Those 2 balls hit the hand of Munyani. So Sport were clearly denied 2 penalties within the game. But this is football. And Abongele Tom, come on. The opening fixture of the South African football. What a thrilling game, but the referees messed it up. The referee messed it up. And also the Saleng's talking about Mahopa's goal. Saleng was not offside. He was onside. They played him onside. I'm not quite sure who played him onside. I think it was Sanoka, but he was played onside. And I think that's why Cameron got a red card, because he got frustrated. No, that was a good decision made by the linesman to not pick up his flag, because Saleng was not offside. And that's about it today. So the next video I will surely let you guys know about the next video on my TikTok page, because that's where I usually post those shorts. But I would like to thank you guys for watching, and yeah, please do subscribe and hit the like button for more videos. And I'm out.